you are already enlightened, or maybe not. And that maybe that gap between the claim and the contradiction is where real practice begins. Everyone wants the ultimate shortcut, and many seem to believe that some esoteric practice will instantly cancel a lifetime of unconsciousness, or that recognizing awareness will suddenly make you enlightened, or even that some guru's touch will wipe the slate clean, a magic pill. But there is no magic pill. Practice, surrender, commitment, energy, silence, recognition, dissolution, grace, death and renewal, and death again. All of it is required. And until that belief and feeling of being a separate individual prone to suffering, unfulfilled, until that goes away, until that burns away, practice is required. A lot of practice is about discovering the true light within, the light of awareness, and then marinating there until all those places you refuse to enter are inundated with the light, until that which pulls you back to a default ego mind state starts to vanish, until your conditioning and subconscious impressions that keep telling you that you are a separate, unhappy, broken human being vanish, until all those impressions, those vasanas vanish. Don't think of practice as a duty, as another item on your to-do list. It's more like a love affair with reality, an intimate exploration of who you are, a living flame that consumes all illusions. Non-dual practice doesn't promise instant enlightenment. It doesn't promise salvation, but it does one thing very well. It dissolves the one who needs them. There are no magic pills because you are not sick. You don't need a pill. You need recognition. You need realization. And the practice is simple. Every time you catch yourself believing that you are a commodity to be improved, laugh. Every time you postpone your wholeness to tomorrow until the next technique, the next practice, the next teaching, until you feel like you become worthy, stop. Breathe and recognize that your being is already here, already whole, already free. Sink into it, surrender into it, love it. Non-dual practice at this stage is simply the art of remembering this again and again and again until it is no longer required. But most seekers seem to prefer their familiar prisons to the unfamiliar freedom. Even if they say that they want to be free, even if they say they want to be liberated, the moment they realize it means walking into the unknown, they run back to the safety of seeking. Don't be one of them. A poor fisherman was walking along the beach when he saw something shining on the ocean. He thought it was like a gold necklace floating just below the surface. So he dove in, grasped at it, and came up empty. He tried again and again and again for hours. Nothing. The necklace always seemed just out of reach, out of touch. He couldn't understand why. Finally, after quite some time, a sage watching from the shore called out, "Friend, look up." The fisherman looked up to the tree above the water and saw the real necklace caught in the branches. What he saw in the water was just a reflection, not the real thing. So remember, don't try to catch the reflection. You will come up empty-handed. Look where it matters. You meditate, you contemplate, you inquire. Sometimes you may even fast or chant. You listen to long conversations about spirituality while quietly trying to control how awakening will unfold. You fine-tune the edges of your seeking, refine the diet, adjust the posture, all that stuff. And yet, you still suffer. The ground still feels missing. It seems like despite what you do, despite the practices, despite the commitment, despite the insights, the ego seems to remain. Not a gross ego, no, something subtle. It doesn't need to shout. It can even nod when you speak of surrender. And in fact, it only needs to survive. And so it weaves itself into the longing, into the hope of release, shaping itself as the one who's trying to let go. Some people say that awakening is just around the corner. Yeah, you could say so, but don't bring the corner with you everywhere you go. No key forged by effort can unlock the door, because the door is made of the one who's trying to open it. Like the Sufi mystic Rumi said, you are knocking on the door from inside. Breathe. In the quiet that remains, what notices all these movements? What hasn't moved at all? Simply stay. Don't move. Don't push anything away. Don't embrace anything. Just relax and stay. The conscious non-seeking is surrender. It is being. It is awareness. You are the magic. And awareness can be the pill. And that one you can take.